The vlogger got me. 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 The vlogger got me.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Daryl Moore, the Cigar Vlogger. And if you haven't done so already, please click like and share. Thank you for being here with me tonight. I've had a interesting turn of events this week. I was feeling kind of weird. I had chills real bad yesterday and today, and I had a fever. And but I feel better. I just woke up a few minutes ago. My alarm went off 10 minutes ago, and I woke up in a pool of sweat. But I thank God I feel much better because whatever was bothering me, it is now gone. But anyway, why are we here? Why are we here? Uh, you know, speaks for itself. May 30th is coming. Set your calendars for May 30th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. May 30th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Set your watch, count, mark your calendars, do whatever you got to do. The blood will speak. The blood will speak. That's all I will say. The blood will cry out from the earth. The blood will cry out from the earth. I just want to say hello to everybody. Hey, Michelle, Rochelle, Double Dime Diva, Ava Collier, Betty, Holmes, Rika 1, Sheila Chappelle, Dog Cigar, Jacqueline Smith, Gaston, Truth Seeker, John 14-6. I'm just going up here at Calundra Brown, Mr. Jason C313. Uh-huh. And I'm just rolling through here. Amaria, Kim, legit doctorate, and Bush people. Hey, because there's a lot of y'all in the bushes. But guess what, though? Guess what? I ain't never lied, and I ain't gonna start lying. It appears that Davion Charles DeMille Augustus, alias Conscious TV, wanted to contact my job and figured that he would tell some lies on me that would get me fired. And in true cigar blogger form, I don't respond with lies and arguments. I come back with the facts. So I am going to sit here and share the facts with you. I'm going to share the facts with you about him. For those of you who don't know, this is an update for those of you who do know and about him. Yeah, and the reason I call him the parking lot thought. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. All righty, let us begin. Follow the arrows, ladies and gentlemen. Follow the arrows. I'm just going to sit this here, let you read it. This is the public record. This is not doxing. This is a public record. This is a public record, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. This is a public record. This is a public record. I want you to pay close attention. Follow the arrows, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, boy. I want you to pay close attention to those doggone arrows. Just read them. Just read them for yourself. It states his name. I blocked his address out. The charge was prohibited acts in the parking lot. Prohibited acts in the parking lot. So, you know, I haven't lied. He got arrested for busting it wide open in the parking lot. Here it is. You can look up yourself. Richland County 5th Judicial Circuit Public Index, public record. Yeah, that was in 2017, which means the other day was the 5th anniversary of him getting arrested for being a parking lot thot. Because he got arrested on the 1st of May, 2017, 5 years ago. Happy anniversary, parking lot thot. Look at the arrows. Look at the arrows. This is not the cigar vlogger talking. I deleted his address, and the one on the screen to your right. You see that big blue block? I took his address out because on YouTube you can't put somebody's address on. That'd be doxing. Plus, you know, unlike them, I don't call people's parents. Well, I couldn't call his, no way. But this is the arrest record, and it's showing the breakdown of the charge and how it was dealt with. Gives you the in plain English. It tells you. Yes, it tells you in plain English, ladies and gentlemen, in very plain English. He was arrested for yeah, so he was arrested. Ooh. City prohibited acts in city-owned parking facilities and lots. Prohibited acts in the city-owned parking facilities and lots. You are a parking lot thot. I did not lie. I did not lie. And I'm not going to start. I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to start. This is the document. You can say what you want about me. You can say I'm a liar. You can say I'm no good. You can say you don't like me, whatever. But you can't lie on a public document. Because when I first put this out 2 years ago, he tried to say that it was a lie. He called some bogus number, pretended that it was a lie. This is the document. You can go to the Richland County, South Carolina, 5th Judicial Circuit Public Index and look this up for yourself. And here he is. Screenshot it with your cell phone if you got time to do. And look it up. You'll see it for yourself. You'll see it for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. The Cigar vlog ain't telling no lie. Busting it wide open in a parking lot. But it gets a little better. It gets a little better. Remember when he told everybody that he had this big, powerful judge in his family that would just utterly destroy me. And he would call his famous relative, that's a judge, to just utterly destroy me. Well, let us look into that. Shall we? All righty. And just so you know, this show is brought to you live by the Cigar Blogger from the Treehouse. Judge, term loosely, Goli Augustus. Judge Goli Augustus. Y'all hold on one second. I want y'all to just read that while I go get my hard copy. Hold on, boys and girls. Oh, praise his name, and it is Jesus. Yes, it is. Hold to his hand. God's unchanging hand. You got. Hold. I'll be right back. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, indeed. So I'm back. Yes, indeedy. So this is the court document from a Goli Augustus. This is that all-powerful lawyer that boy said was going to shut me all the way down, man. That was going to utterly destroy me. Yes. Goli Augusta. Yes, indeedy. Y'all hold on. I got to pull this document up because you ain't going to believe this here. So y'all just going to hold tight. It's going to knock your socks off. As soon as I get this drive to working. Oh boy. As soon as I get this drive to working. Yep. This is something else to see. Oh, yes. Here we go. Oh, look at God. Because I was getting a little worried there for a second. Davion Augustus folder. All right. All right. So I'm going to read along with you as you talk. As I talk, I want you to read along with me. So that document that you're looking at on the screen, I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to highlight it. Case summary. Petitioner disciplinary counsel sought judicial discipline due to the respondent judge's misrepresentation as to the amount of continuing legal education. Those are courses that I had to take as well. Seminar he attended. The judge and disciplinary counsel entered into an agreement for discipline by consent under South Carolina Appellate Court Rule 50221. Overview. The judge did not attend 2 days of a 3-day seminar, but claimed continuing legal education credit under oath for 3 days. That means he lied. He said he went to a 3-day training and he didn't show up. He lied. He lied under oath. That is a crime. He admitted to disciplinary counsel that he did not attend 1 day, but said he attended 2 days. He knew or should have known these statements were false. Basically, that's a nice way they say it in legal talk, you a damn lie. He knew or should have known his initial CLE compliance report contained false information. He amended it by a pen and ink change to the CLE hours claim without having it re-notarized, because I'm a notary, or the change initialed by the notary. I can do that. If you make a mistake or make a correction, I can re-notarize and I sign off on it. He admitted violating South Carolina Appellate Court Rule 501, Canon 1, requiring upholding the judiciary's integrity. Canon 1A requiring participating in establishing, maintaining, and enforcing high standards of conduct and personally observing those standards. In other words, he lied just like he could. Requiring avoiding impropriety and the appearance of impropriety. And Canon 2A, requiring, respecting, and complying with the law and acting at all times in a manner that promoted public confidence in the integrity and impartiality of the judiciary. He admitted this was the grounds for discipline under that code. A 1-year suspension was proper. Outcome. The judge was suspended for 1 year. 3-judge panel. That's pretty much it. Basically, in the other page down here, it just tell you what he did in depth. So, this is the all-powerful lawyer. I mean, the all-powerful judge that he said was going to just destroy me. He was going to call his powerful judge because he has powerful judges in his family, and they're going to destroy me. Well, seems his powerful judge is a lie just like him. And it's just ironic that his name is Golie, Golie, Augustus. That's his cousin. That's his real name. Golie. It's very ironic. Golie Augustus. Golie, Golie. Google him. Golie Augustus. That I can't make this shit up. Golie Augustus. That's the all-powerful magistrate judge that couldn't tell the truth about 3 days worth of training in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. All he had to do was go from Columbia over there to Myrtle Beach. Less than an hour and a half drive. Post up at the beach for 3 days, get the training out the way over a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and come back home. He had to lie and say that he was there, knowing he wasn't. And he's under oath. You know, as a notary, I left my stamp in the other room, but there's one oath that you notarize that's an oath. You say, I raise your right hand and I read the oath to you. And then I say, do you swear? Da, 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 da. Yes, I do. Boom, and I sign it, I fill it out, stamp the document. That makes it official. I sworn you sworn an oath, and I notarized it. That's falsification of records. That's a crime. He's lucky he didn't go to jail. So let me explain to you, in the state of South Carolina, because they don't want the courts to be clogged up with unnecessary bullshit. A real judge is allowed to appoint people to be magistrate judges, which means you handle cases. You handle cases under $500. It's like, okay, I stole Marcellus's lawnmower. Marcellus has sued me for the value of his lawnmower. It's under $500. Go lie, Augustus would hear the case. And to be that type of judge, you're not elected. You're appointed by a real judge. The only requirement, you don't have to have nothing but a high school diploma and a clean criminal background in the state of South Carolina. All you got to be is a high school graduate with no criminal record, no law degree, no college degree, no master's degree, no PhD, none of that. All you have to be a magistrate and handle cases under $500 is have a high school diploma and no criminal background. So this big, powerful judge that he's been out here claiming and bragging about, I just presented you his disciplinary court case. He's a damn lie. So that was evidence. I put it up on the screen. You can look up that court case yourself. And there you have it. Go lie, Augustus. That all-powerful judge that he said, oh, I have judges in my family, and I'm going to call them, and they're going to do da-da-da-da. He got suspended for a year from a damn job that he got appointed to do. All he was looking at is, okay, little Tay-Tay threw a rock through Peach's window. The damages is under $500. How do you plead? And he sit there listening like people's court, little small claims court stuff under $500. And he rules on it. That's it. That's all he had to do. And go take them down 12 hours worth of CLE courses. And he lied. And Go Lie lied. Go Lie lied. Ain't that something? That's a rhyme right there. Go Lie. Go Lie lied. And he lost the job. They took him down for a year. And the rest is history. Shame, shame. Everybody knows your name. That record's out there forever and a day. To let the whole world know that you are a liar. You and your cousin are liars. That's right, Legatha. You don't need a law degree to do that job. If you're that magistrate court position in South Carolina, as long as the cases that are coming before you are $500 and less, all you have to have is a high school diploma and no criminal record. Did I lie? I gave you his arrest. I gave you cousin's court case. I gave you 2 court cases for the Augusta men. Here's for acts in a public parking facility and locked. And his cousin, the judge, for lying. So you got a prostitute and a liar. But the prostitute said that the liar was going to destroy me. He's going to call the liar, and the liar was going to destroy me. And then when I exposed the liar, he did damage control. He went into a spin. Oh, they're making this up about my record. And I said, okay, here it is on the screen. Look at it. Look it up for yourself. I've done a video showing you how to look it up. There's an excellent video. Let me see your transcript showing you how to look it up. The legal way, the right way. You just punch in the case number. It'll pull up everything. I gave you everything right there on the screen. You just saw the real case information. You pay $1,000 fine. Charge got dropped. And we'll let him go on about his way. But it's still public record. That is Mr. Charge. But the record is out there. You paid your fine, spent a night in jail, paid your fine, went to court, time served, case dismissed. But it's still on the record. Yep, the Aaliyah wannabe. The Aaliyah wannabe with the poodle hair. No, he wasn't reinstated. He got suspended for a year, and after that, if he wanted to come back, he'd have to go through. Nobody's gonna trust you after something like that because you're a liar. How can you uphold the integrity of the office? You lied about going to take 3 days worth of training courses in Myrtle Beach. You know how he ain't have to go to some little town in the middle of nowhere, Myrtle Beach, for 3 days. That's a working vacation. And he couldn't do that. That'd be like me driving from here to down to Canton, where the Hall of Fame, NFL Hall of Fame is. Hour and 15, 20-minute drive. Post up, chill, knock out, hanging out. He was on the beach. All he had to do was drive to the beach. He went down there one day. Supposed to be there 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come on back. He couldn't go to the beach for 3 days. I want you to think about that. He couldn't go to the beach, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for 3 days. The Aaliyah wannabes, big high-powered judge relative that's supposed to destroy me. Yeah. So, but it gets better. Now that I've laid that foundation, that he's a liar, his family member is a liar, a whole bunch of them over there lying. So, I think we can lay it to rest now. You've seen his arrest record. You've seen the charge he was charged with. You saw the fact that it's on the screen. He paid the fine, blah, blah, blah. Boom. And it said very clearly, prohibited acts in a public parking lot or facility. Prohibited act. And they caught him in the act. See, you have explain your way out of this lie. Go and your cousin, go lie. Explain yourself. Lagatha, I don't know. I'm not sure. I really don't know how much they pay. That'd be something I'll look it up. Remind me, send me an email. I'll look it up. And anyway, so y'all know that the crazy boy, the retarded boy in Texas, called my job. Man, I dealt with that. This boy here called my job afterwards, and he posted stuff on his community page talking about, well, people think we move in silence until we say checkmate. Okay. So let me tell you what he did, the backstory. He calls, I'm not going to say what he does at the city. He calls this guy, talks to this guy. Now, this guy got a checkered past just like him. They have a lot in common, baby. So this guy's an ex-con. Went to jail for like 7 years or so. I got his mugshot on my phone. I'm not going to put it up there because he's my coworker. I'm not going to bust him out like that. But everybody in the building know about it. He know the right people. They got him a job. So Charles Emile Augustus decides he's going to, Davion Charles Emile Augustus decides he's going to call. They just went down the phone directory at my job, decided he's going to call him. Because they Google search. Remember that drag queen that I showed you that used to be the mayor? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So they went down the list. What they did, remember that guy, Eric Brewer, Eric Jonathan Brewer. He used to be the mayor of East Cleveland. Remember that comedy skit I played you with a guy, the late night talk show host, made fun of him for like 6 minutes, showed him in his black stockings and all that. Remember that guy? Yeah. So they got in contact. Thought and Crazy Boy called this guy. Well, Thought called the guy that I work with, just the ex-con. Ex-con puts him in contact with this crazy woman that sued the city 21 times last year. And then because she's friends with the ex-mayor who also don't like the city, he thought he had new alliances and friendships. But he's dealing with a man that goes by the name of Erica when he dresses in drag. Got busted dressed in drag, marijuana in his car, suspended license, expired tag. Here we go. This is his newfound friend. Y'all sit tight. I got something for you. Hold on. Ooh, it's just getting good up in here, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Y'all sit tight because I did my research. And I'm going to go to my buy me a coffee. I'm going to go to my buy me a coffee. I'm going to take this off so y'all can see everything. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. So I'm going to take myself off the screen. So y'all see this, right? So this is who CTV is now friends with as he continues to lie. Davion contacted this guy who was the former mayor of East Cleveland, who is a Republican running for Congress. He won the Republican nomination yesterday. It was him as a black Republican male running against another black Republican male. This guy was a drag queen, is a drag queen, and the guy he beat is a former drug dealer who served time in prison. So it was the lesser of two evils. Do you want a drag queen representing the Republican Party, or do you want a former drug dealer who served time in prison? So they chose the drag queen, the lesser of two evils. So he going up against this lady by the name of Chantel Brown, who beat Nina Turner. She got the Democratic nomination, so in November, she'll be going up against a drag queen. But anyway, so he is bitter about being voted out as mayor when his sextivities were revealed. Seems he likes bread baskets too. He got the party's nomination for the November election because he was running against a former drug dealer that served time in prison. Mind you, a while back, he got arrested downtown, dressed in full drag, possession of marijuana, and a suspended license. I got the link right there on my Buy Me a Coffee. He told the cops his name was Erica. One parking lot thought to another. Birds of a feather flock together. And like I said, I'm not going to post my coworker's mugshot, but I have it in my phone, and I won't do that to him. He went to prison for robbery. It's an interesting group of friends parking lot thought is made to try to tear me down. And here's some links. He admits that was him in drag. So here you go, ladies and gentlemen. I won't play that video because it's 6 minutes long, but the Young Turk show, they did a story about it a couple of years ago. But here he is. Oh, him precious with the leopard print and the black skirt. Oh, look at him. And the woman you can see in the mirror in the back, she had on a bra. Or was that a man too? I don't know. Inquiring minds want to know. But there he is. His name Erica. And that's what he looked like in the bottom right when he dressed in the suit. Yeah. That's him. That's him. Yes, it is, Kim. You're right. You are absolutely right. Being in drag is not illegal. But see, those pictures got released a week before the election, his re-election campaign. So he lost. And people made fun of him all. Inside Edition, late night talk shows. He was the talk of town. He was the talk of the internet. Hold on 1 second. So this is him. Yes, it is. Oh my God. Look at him. Him so precious. Him so precious. Him is so precious. Him is so precious. This is him. This is him. This is Eric Jonathan Brewer. This is CTV's new friend. This is him. This is the one he's getting his information about the city I work for. This is his new friend. So you got a drag queen, an ex-con, and a crazy lady who files frivolous lawsuits. That's his new set of friends that he's using to try to attack me. This right here. I think I'm gonna hold up under the pressure, though. I think. What y'all think? He got a face for radio, that's for sure. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, that him. That him. That him. But that right there is the mug shot. Well, that when he got arrested, dressing in drag, and you see the links right here. Yeah. So that him. That's him. That's him, ladies and gentlemen. I can't make this up. So this is the people he rocking with now. Okay. These are the people he rocking with. These are the people he rocking with. These are the people that he's rocking with. Now, I can't make this up. I could, but why would I? It's the truth. These are public records, public information. I ain't doxing nobody because they don't know what the word doxing means. They just use it because that's. I can't stand people like Andre Garris. Oh, that you're painting this narrative and you're stalking me and you're doxing. Everybody is harassing me. All of these conflicts that people have had in the last 2 years, all of them got one thing in common. Andrea Nicole Garrison. Everybody that fell out with each other, Andrea Garrison was at the root of it. That demon, that lying wench, she's at the root of all the lies. She's the author of lies. Hey, Roxanne, I'm just, you got to catch replay. I had parking lot thoughts, a court case, and the charge he was arrested with, so people can stop saying that I'm lying. I showed them where he was arrested for prohibited acts in a public parking lot and facility. And I showed Golai Augustus, his cousin, the judge that he said was going to destroy me, and how he got shut down for a year for being a liar. So you got a prostitute and a liar. Yeah. So I ain't make this stuff up. So yeah. So, but anyway, because I'm gonna try to keep it under an hour tonight. Because y'all can see I'm sweating. The medicine I took broke my fever, so I feel a lot better. So, they always say Daryl got a criminal record. Daryl got this. Daryl got that. They put it out there, and I've never hid the fact that I was arrested. I've always told the truth. I've always told the truth. Yeah, I don't know who sent me that. Yeah. I got that. Whoever just texted me that, I actually got the article. I put the link to that article up on my Buy Me a Coffee. So, but that was Daryl Moore been arrested. Daryl Moore went to jail. And I'll tell you what I went to jail for. Did you tell the entire story? Did you tell the whole story? You see that picture? So that lets you know, same day, same clothes, big old dude. That's how big I was back in them days. That was a big dude. I had that was before I found out I was diabetic, I think. No. I knew I was diabetic then. Yeah. I was diabetic then. The governor of Georgia, as you can see the seal of the state of Georgia in the background, and behind John Lewis, that's John Lewis, the man who said, get in good trouble. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. I was in his office, the governor, and got my name cleared. John Lewis happened to be there that day, and he took a picture with me. And he said, young man, congratulations for getting your life together and getting justice. Now go make some good trouble. I didn't know what he meant at the time because I didn't know that was going to become the statement that people attribute to him. Go make some good trouble. Because mind you, at this time, even though I had just got my name cleared that day, I had already been serving in the state of Georgia. And you can look me up online. I was a lobbyist in the state of Georgia for 2 years for the film industry. Thank you, Legay. I cleaned up pretty good. So, yes, he did. Jimmy Fallon went at him, and there's some other guy. Delores, they are going to have a field day with him in social media because he's the Republican candidate for that senator seat. They're going to light him up. The mudslinging is about to be horrible. I don't know if he can withstand it. But here's the thing. This picture, taken on that day, when I got my name back. Good trouble. I got my name cleared, but they don't show you the pictures. They don't tell you the story. They just post up, oh, he got arrested. This is what he went to jail for. Da, 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 da. They don't show you why I got my name cleared. That's the governor at the time. His name was Sonny Perdue. I was in his office. Stroke of the pen. John Lewis was there, congratulate. But let me tell you the backstory. So y'all seen this picture. Let me take this picture down. Let me take this picture down. So here's the backstory to that. While I was a lobbyist, I had access to the Capitol building for 2 years. And anybody that would listen to me, I would also share my story about what happened to me. The right people listened. The right people listened. And I was speaking on the floor of the Capitol building one day, out in the lobby. So they give any citizen that wants to speak, they have a podium. And you're allowed 5 minutes to talk about whatever you want to talk about. That's a rule in Georgia. Anybody that's a citizen of the state of Georgia, you can walk into the Capitol building on those days and speak. And I was speaking. And it happens to be right outside the governor's side door. And sometimes he watches. And I told my story that day. For anybody that would listen, people was all up in the top. They were listening. And big white man walk up, tap me on the shoulder. Said, the governor's assistant wants to talk to you. I said, huh? What'd I do? I'm thinking I'm in trouble. She said, can you come back this afternoon? Oh, yeah. Why? I said, well, you need me to do something? He said, no, the governor wants to meet you. She took all my information down. She asked me where I was arrested, the courts and all that. And the guy that came and got me, come to find out, he was a Capitol policeman. He looked up my information. Boom. They got on the phone, called the county where I was arrested at. Come to find out, some of the people over the 2 years, course of the 2 years, have been telling him about me. Something about that. Something about that. Somebody told him about me. So I come back. Because in order to get your record clean wiped off, they contact the sheriff where you was at. That was signed and faxed over. His signature was already on the document. Governor signed right on top of it. That was the end of it. And that is why you see that picture of me right there. Within a matter of hours, my name was clear. I can own guns. I can work for the government. I can pass criminal background checks. They contacted the State Bureau of Investigation, had my record pulled, contact the FBI, and the sheriff signed off on it. It's like it never, ever existed. But they ain't gonna tell you that part. I'll tell you. See, I got something special planned for you, CTV. You just sit tight. Done. See, I don't have a criminal record. You do. I don't. I've been arrested. But if you pull it up, it may or may not show, depending on where you look. But what I do know, if it pops up, it won't show nothing. It'll just show that I've been arrested. And the case was dismissed. Because see, what happened with my case, I had what's called a first offender status that I took. It's like a NOLO plea. 5 years of probation, $1,000 fine, because they were trying to put me in prison for 60 years. So I couldn't raise my children from behind bars, so I took the deal. But I always kept fighting to get my name back. And I told the right person, hey, y'all people that's leaving because this ain't no gossip and tea, that's all right. Go back and tell your boy. But I didn't give up until I got my name cleared. It wasn't just enough to have it expunged. I wanted it off. Because when I put my fingers down on an FBI background check, I didn't want nothing to show up because I didn't do nothing. But I took the first offender thing because I didn't want to go to prison and miss my children growing up. I would have got out of my own. I'd have had to do 43 years before I got parole. You wouldn't even know me. I'd probably be dead or damn near dead. I'd be 20 years in now, still with 23 more to go. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit over 20, close to 25. No, I'd be right at 23 years because Malik was a baby when I went to trial. So I never gave up until I got my name cleared. I'm out there in the Capitol. I said, today I'm not going to talk about the film industry. I'm going to talk about me. That lady, the assistant said, come here. The governor's assistant want to talk to you. I'm thinking I'm in trouble. She took my information down. She said, be back here at 2 o'clock. 1 or 2 o'clock. I can't remember. But it was after lunch. I knew that much. So about that time, John Lewis flew into town. He doing his thing before he go back to D.C. He was in that governor office. I'm like, looking, like, hey, how you doing, Mr. Lewis? Da, 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 da. Hugged me. Like he know. I said, we got something in common, Mr. Lewis. He said, what's that? I said, well, you grew up in Pike County. I grew up in Macon County, Alabama. Oh, really? I said, yeah, you from down there in Brundage way. He said, yeah, how you know about Brundage? I said, yes, sir. I said, right down Highway 29. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know all about that area where you from. Yes, sir. So we talking, governor looking at me and him. And I look over on his desk, stroke of a pen, got my life back. Faith ain't fair. I bet I could put my hand on an FBI fingerprint and get a federal, state, and local and keep it pushing. That's why I have a CCW license. That's why I'm licensed as a notary. That's why I'm licensed to officiate weddings. I don't have a criminal record. I can carry guns. I can marry people. I can notarize documents. You know that thing that your cousin lied on the oath? I can give people oath. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. Da, da, da. Do you solemnly swear on the state of Ohio? Da, da, da. Whatever oath I'm reading to you. I can do that because I'm not a convicted felon. I don't even have a misdemeanor on my record. Nothing. Traffic tickets over the years, because I'm 52. I've had speeding tickets. Never had my license suspended though. Never had it taken. No DUIs, no OVIs, operating impaired. See, they don't call it DUI up here in Ohio. They call it OVI, operating a vehicle impaired. This is weird. I'm used to saying DUI, driving under influence. OVI covers everything. You either drunk or high, whatever. You're impaired. Operating vehicle while impaired. That could be drugs or alcohol. Covers everything. And I can do all that. But y'all can't. Y'all got records. Y'all got charges. So you called and told them people that I was using my employer's software to investigate you. And you had special people that know how to trace IP addresses and they could prove that I was doing that. If you could do all of that, go lies, cousin. Let me drink this coffee. If you had people that could trace that, why couldn't you have them IP people trace and find out where that guy that you gave that money to after you took out a second mortgage on that FEMA trailer? Oh, by the way, y'all, I did, for those who went to buy me a coffee, since he likes to harass me and put my stuff on the internet, nice little picture over there with the property value. Less than 20,000. It was 19,000 and something. Last year's tax assessment. Interesting. 3-bedroom, 1-bath, built in 1940. Church on one side, another house on the other, bushes. Yeah. Lay of the land is very interesting. Cameras from the church on that side. Remember when I interviewed the young man for 2 videos and he said that when conscience attacked him, he had to go sit on the steps of the church? That was next door. How you doing, Miss Murphy? But yeah, he ain't got his name clear. I got mine clear. Can you pass a criminal background check? No. Oops. Can you? Can you pass a criminal background check? Y'all click like and share. You know I'm telling the truth. Can you pass a criminal background check? You actually thought, here I am. Let's review. Here I am over here. Oh, I took that down. But you're looking at me. College educated black man. Bachelor's degree in political science, pre-law. Master's degree in education administration, human resources. Paralegal certificate. Notary. All that stuff. You thought, and I passed criminal background check, all that stuff. You thought a person with your reputation and background, because once you called the guy, even the guy with the record, I said, hey, you know this guy? I said, yes. I said, he's a stalker. He's been harassing me nonstop for 2 years. And I showed him your picture. He said, oh, because he had never seen your picture. He had never seen your criminal record. I felt led by the Spirit to share that. Oh, you didn't know he looked like this? You didn't know he looked like that? Full of self-hatred? Because only a person with self-hatred would do their face and body like that. You didn't know he looked like this? You didn't know? That's the person that's called you multiple times, telling lies about me. Here's his criminal record. This is the guy that was the prostitute in the parking lot. He got arrested for prostitution. And when I told him that, and my coworkers were laughing their heads off, I showed them your picture and your arrest record. So you can call anybody you want in that building. They all know what you look like, because I showed anybody that want a good laugh. I said, you want to laugh? I said, this guy is the guy that called up here telling lies. And then I showed them the other fools stuff. I said, but this is the ringleader right here. This is the one that's out here friends with Eric Jonathan Brewer. This guy. I said, this is him too. I said, I censored you because I didn't want you to have your kangaroo foot and your balls Johnson swinging. And I said, this is the guy that called here telling you that I was using the company's criminal background information, search engines. I was using Lexus Plus software. That's the accusation that he made. On company time to research him. But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you call my job, what you did was commit a crime. I'm a government employee. So I've already explained to you in previous videos that crime that you committed, there's several, but each one of them carries 6 months in jail. Each count, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Now you might get up here and say, "Oh, I ain't coming up there nowhere." True, you might not, and I doubt highly if they're gonna come pick you up. But what is going to happen? An open warrant for your arrest sitting on your record. Anytime you go to apply for a job, which you ain't gonna do because you have no job skills or talent or education. If you apply for a job, that's gonna pop up. If you apply for credit, or if you do something that requires a background check, boom, game over. That boy in Texas, same thing. He out here with a menacing and stalking charge on the horizon. Because I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's just saying, speculating. Let's just think about it. He can't ever own a firearm legally, even though Texas has very liberal gun laws, and in Ohio in the next month or so, you don't have to have a permit to carry a gun. But he's what's going to be labeled a person with disabilities, which means he has a criminal record or he's mentally incapable because of his mental condition of owning a firearm. He'll never be able to do that. Certain jobs he'll never have. I mean, you got an arrest right, you got an open warrant. And some jobs, like he claimed he got a job now, which was a lie, because he left the video, the evidence I shared on my community wall. He would tell, "Oh, I got to go to work," and he hopped off one live panel and went over in D. Darrell's chat to harass me. But he was supposed to be getting ready for work. He had no job. Even Andrea Garrison busted his bubble when she outed him because she admitted that that crazy woman in California paid both of them to harass Kim and go after D. Darrell. And he said, "Well, what happened to all that money that old girl sent you? You sitting there with this blue whatever something cone microphone on a struck low. He's out here selling stuff off, trying to stay afloat." But yeah, when you do stuff like that to a government official, it's called obstruction. Then when you call and you make threats against somebody, that, "Oh, you're gonna put them in the dirt," that's a threat. And you do it on the internet, and then the police look at it and they're like, "Oh, menacing and stalking." Because if you say something to a person and they genuinely believe that you're going to do what you say, you can be charged with menacing and stalking, harassment. So if I get up here and I say, "Kim, I'm gonna get on the plane and I'm gonna F you up," and Kim actually believes that, and Kim gets afraid for her life, and your violent mouth, and I had a violent past that coincides with that. Like, and see, how I use Kim for an example. Kim is a school teacher, and if I threaten Kim because of her job, it kicks it up to a different notch because she's a public servant. Snowball, thank you, Doxy Doc. That was the name of that microphone. So if I were to say, "I'm gonna hop the plane, I'm gonna F Kim up, da da da," and I said that on this airspace, and Kim watched it, or somebody sent it to Kim, and Kim, because me and Kim had an ongoing disagreement, and Kim's a public official, she's educated, because we have school shootings all the time, and she could literally say, "Hey, this guy," and she showed the video to the police, "Hey, this guy said he's going to do something to me." It went from just us having a shouting match to him threatening me. I fear for my safety. Open warrant. Because of her job. Now, if Kim was just somebody working, I don't know, at Neiman Marcus, different. But because of Kim's job as an educator that works with the public, and she's a state employee, whole different ballgame. Daryl works for the prosecutor's office. And when your boy called and tied up the phone lines, that's obstruction. You interfered. There were people like anybody in this chat that may just say all these people in this chat lived in Ohio and lived in the city where I work, and they trying to get through to me for me to take their reports and investigate their situation. And you got the phone lines tied up for 4 hours because you made 8 calls in 4 hours and left 3 voicemails. You tied up the phone lines. That was obstruction. And then you gave false statements to notarized people. I read that and I put it up on the screen. Everybody that works in my department is notarized. It's a notary. It's a licensed notary. Attorneys automatically are notary. Part of the job. I got my notary. I'm not an attorney, but I went and took the test and I became a notary. So all 3 of us, the head of the law department, the law director, assistant law director, basically prosecutor, assistant prosecutor, and me, all notaries. And when you called and spoke to them or left those voicemails to them, you were giving false statements to people that are able to issue oaths and notarize statements. So you broke the law. When the thought called to the government building, telling lies, everything, like I said, all incoming calls to the building. The only department, I ain't gonna say because then you would call them and start lying, but let's just say you call the mayor's office, you call my department, you call where the other guy that you call, all those calls are recorded. All incoming calls are recorded for records. So when you made false statements about me and you did it multiple times and there's call log, you committed a crime. So it is what it is. We shall see what the end gonna be. So did I do a good job of covering the facts? I showed you that he was arrested for prostitution. Follow the arrows. Prohibited acts in a city-owned parking lot facility. That's it. Prohibited acts. Prohibited acts. Oh, look at God. Prohibited acts. Lord have mercy. Prohibited acts. Yes, yes. Prohibited acts. Yes, yes, yes. Let me read it again. It said prohibited acts. Judge Turner, it was disposed. He pled guilty. And you see where it says that on the 31st of May 2017, he was arrested though, May 1st. Happy anniversary. But he pled guilty, paid a fine, and his sentence was suspended. But he had already spent a night in jail. Yeah. He spent a night in jail. City Ordinance 40145-CTY. Prohibited acts in city-owned parking facilities and lots. Yep. He spent 1 day in jail, paid a fine, and his case was suspended. He pled guilty. I want to stress that. He pled guilty. He did not say not guilty. He pled guilty and paid a fine. He pled guilty and paid a fine. I want to make sure you understand that. He pled guilty and paid a fine. And this was a criminal charge. This was a criminal charge. This was not a civil charge. This was a criminal charge. This is a criminal charge, ladies and gentlemen. This is a criminal charge. He pled guilty and paid a fine. I ain't pled guilty. Never. You want to put me in jail, you got to prove it. Want to put cases on me, you got to prove it. I ain't asked for no mediations either. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing to hide. But y'all stay tuned. May 30th is coming. The blood shall speak. The blood shall speak for me. The blood works. I'm here to tell you. I ain't told not one lie over here. Not one lie. No, I ain't told not one lie. You mean you honestly thought that they were going to take your word over me. Your word over me. Your word over me. That's what you thought. That's what you thought. Didn't work too well, did it? In fact, I got blessed after you told your lie. But I ain't gonna go into that. But I got blessed at my job. I got a blessing at my job because of you, indirectly. But on May 30th, we're gonna talk about it. You actually thought, looking like this here. You thought over the phone, because you know what the guy said? He said, he sure don't sound like he look. You try to use, those big words you try to use and you don't know the meaning of. And that's like when you were having that prayer with Harlow, you are melanin. And all these words and stuff that you know nothing about. You feel inadequate and inferior, so you use big words and you don't know how to use them in context. And I speak plainly so that everyone, top of the mountain royalty, down in the ditch strung out, all of them can relate to me. I don't feel the need to have to put on airs. I don't have to lie. I don't have to put on airs and talk like I'm bigger and better than anybody. See, a true person walks with people, not ahead of them, not over them. He walks with them. That's what Jesus did. Jesus walked with people. He didn't walk ahead of them. He walked with them. Follow that example. Your life will be a lot better. So, if you got a new friend out here or a new trolling account doing videos about me, I'm shutting that shit down. I got police reports now. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely. You actually call. No, that's funny. I laugh about that. Every day I come into work, I get teased about you. Your stalker called back today? I said, I don't think so. I'm going to check the voicemail. Check the call ID. Because when your boy called, they said, something wrong with that boy. I said, yeah, there is something wrong with him. I showed them the video of him standing in front of Dita Rail's job acting a fool. Showed them all a video of him in a wig on your show. Him wearing a wig and big bumblebee shades and trying to be a knockoff of a knockoff, which is you. Yeah. So you make it too easy. You really do. You make it too easy. Because when you tell a lie, it's easy for me to deal with you. Because when you lie, I just come back and tell the truth. and shuts you down every time. Thank you, Legatha. All you got to do, this goes for anybody out there, Bush people, everybody. If somebody's lying on you, don't go tit for tat with them. Just let them keep on talking, keep on talking. To quote Jimmy Battle, your tongue will be the rope that hangs you. You let them talk long enough, they'll tell on themselves. Because, see, that boy actually thought that he was going to call. Both of them did. That they were going to call my job. First of all, you got to be a lot of free time on your hand. You sit around and call every municipality around the city of Cleveland until you found mine. And then when you call, you started telling lies, thinking that you was going to have some friendly listening ears. But the only people that you got this friendly listening ears is Eric Jonathan Brewer, 60-something-year-old man that dresses in drag, chews his booty up just like you do, smokes the reefers and does the drugs like you do, gets drunk and high just like you do, got a criminal record just like you do, disgraced just like you are. That's your newfound friend that you figure you can attack me. Boy, stop. If you're going to come after me, you got to have a better group of friends. I showed him the bogus murder plot video that you put out. I showed him the 3-hour and 38-minute meltdown of you snap, cracking, and pop. Oh, that's all over the building. Everybody got a copy of that. They want. I could come down the hall sometime and hear it playing. People be laughing. Pictures of you. I get teased about you all the time. Well, your buddy. Yeah, no, they ain't my buddy. That's right. You telling lies, but I know the truth. Anything ain't on my level. Yeah, whenever incoming calls to my job, because I work in the law department, I'm working in the prosecutor's office. Whenever you call in, all incoming calls are recorded. Like you call, you're a victim of a crime. We use that as evidence for the investigation. When you call in, I say, "What's your name, ma'am? Da, da, da. Tell me about the situation. Where do you live? The person that did this to you, where do they live? Do they live with you? Do you feel safe? Do you need the advocate, the domestic violence advocate, or whatever the case may be?" I'm just giving you examples, the kind of stuff I deal with. I deal with everything from petty theft to murder. Did a murder trial last night. Mm-hmm. It was on a murder trial. You know, I was out there for a week working a murder trial. So you actually, you're like comedy relief. You and the boy in Texas. Y'all special. Because I showed him a picture of him and his little chubby boo thing that they were like this on a split screen, the two of them. I said, yeah, this him, this is boo thing. Ain't nothing wrong with it, you know, if that's what you are, you are. If you're a power bottom, be a power bottom. Be the best power bottom you can be. So then I showed his videos of him threatening me and the crazy stuff with him and the wigs on your show. So I said, these are the people that have been calling up here telling y'all the lies. This them right here. This is that one right there. His wig on, and this one down here with his wig on. This the one at the bottom. I said, that's the one that called here first line the other week, 8 times in 4 hours. And that's him. I said, this one up here is the guy that sent him. So they sent him thinking he could get the job done with telling lies and get me fired. It didn't work. So now he come up here because that's the one he's under. I said, this is what he looked like. And I showed me a picture. Oh, all them pictures I just showed on the screen, they got all of them. And they laugh, they laugh, they laugh. The detectives, they laugh. The cops, they laugh. Everybody. Oh, yeah, that's him. That's him. Yep, that's him. And both of them. And they look, and you thought they were going, Daryl, clearing your death on. Get out the building. Nope. I'm a college-educated man with no criminal record, and I'm well trained at what I do. And see, here's the thing: when you told that lie on me, you and your boy, and then you come up and you say, you say, I use software to investigate you. See, when you told those lies, you open a criminal investigation. So now, because of the lie you told, the two of you, I'm able to use the company software to investigate your background because I'm a government employee. You are part of an open investigation, both of them. So now I'm free to sit at my desk and look up your information, look up your arrest records, court records, whatever vital records information that's out there, your school records, um, school disciplinary records, um, social security number, birth certificate. I have a legal right to all of that now because you're part of an open criminal investigation. And you did that when you picked up that phone and you decided it would be a good idea to call my job and start telling lies. So the thing that you were accusing me of doing, which I wasn't doing, now I'm authorized to do it because you called my job, both of you. So now the very thing you were claiming that I was doing, which I wasn't, now I'm authorized to do it because you're part of an ongoing criminal investigation. Both of you. It's above me now. Now, who knows what'll turn up? Stuff that you've been trying to hide for a very, very long time. You know, like that gospel music artist that you was hot and heavy with since the 9th grade. That group home that you used to be in charge of straight out of high school, but you left real quick because it seemed that some of the residents had credit applied for in their names. I'm not saying you did that, but I'm just saying there was an allegation, allegedly, you know, that thing that your friend over there like to use that big word, allegedly. Just saying, allegedly. Down there, right there, allegedly. There were some allegations made about your improprieties as it pertains to opening credit accounts under false pretenses. Allegedly. Allegedly. I'm not saying you did it. I'm not saying you didn't do it. I'm just saying allegedly. That's what was said about you. And you left so quick. And you went away for a little while. You left town for a little while until things smoothed over. I got that information from one of your relatives. One of your relatives told me about what you did. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at your kinfolk. One of your relatives told me that. One of your relatives told me about the gospel artist that you were sleeping with. You started messing with when he was in the 12th grade or so, and you in the 9th, and y'all was in ROTC together at the high school that I showed you on my Buy Me a Coffee, because I know you look. I requested your school records. Freedom of Information Act. Regular people get redacted school records. You know, they blot out your birthday, social security number, and all that. They blot that out. People such as I get everything. They don't redact nothing for me. because I'm investigating an open criminal investigation. I don't get redacted records. There's police reports that have been filed about the two of you. Open criminal investigation. And I'm, for those of you who don't know, let me bring you up to speed. I am, that's my job title. At the job that you call, that's my official job title, legal investigator / paralegal in the prosecutor's office. So you brought this storm on yourself. I told you to go sit down. I told you to go away. I told you to leave me alone. But y'all kept coming and kept getting knocked down. But you kept coming to get whooped with the truth. You were lying on me. You've been lying on me for 2 years, better. You said everything, you called me everything but a child of God. And because I kept telling the truth, I was able to withstand all of it. Every last bit of it, I was able to withstand it. But anyway, I'm going to go to bed now. I don't know Friday. I'm not feeling the best. I don't know if I'm going to do anything Friday night. I think I'm going to just, I may do something. I'm not going to say I'm not, but just stay tuned. Depending on how I'm feeling tomorrow evening when I come home, I'm going to do something. If not, I'm going to just take time to rest. I have really not been feeling good this week. But thank God I don't have gallstones. I don't have kidney stones. My liver and pancreas and kidney and gallbladder are all good. And I'm alive and well. So I'm going to call my mama, because my mama called me. And my suggestion is you seek legal counsel. But, it's on you. Do what you do. Do what you do. Anyway, I love y'all. I'm out of here. Please, if you haven't done so already, please click like and share. And if you feel led by the Spirit, bless the cash app. Y'all give money to Mookie. Why you can't give me some? Peace. And bye-bye.